Jai Shri Gurudev. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ravian, Assistant Professor, Department of MCOM, BGSIMS, Chikkaballapur. Dear students, in this video I am going to explain the concept how banks can manage operational risk and what are the elements to manage the operational risk by the banks. So that is what I am going to explain in this video. So there are some items or there are some elements in which the bank can eliminate or mitigate or avoid the operational risk which is going to happen in the banking scenario. So here is the first point. First is governance, an active proper governance. It is a process by which the board of directors define key objectives for the bank oversees progress towards achieving those objectives. So it is the governance here in the banking sector. Governance is very important. Effective risk management framework demands an active involvement of the board of directors and also a senior management in the formulation and oversight of risk management processes in the organization. So accordingly, they should provide strategic direction and approve the overall business strategies and also a significant policies of their institutions or their organization. So including those related to managing and taking risks, and should also ensure that senior management is fully capable of managing the activities and the two in the institution or in the organization that is in the financial institution which is bank. So this is what and first thing is to control the operational risk in the banking sector or in financial institution, and there is what banking and governance. And second thing is, and the second thing is strategy. A bank's strategy for operational risk drives the other component within the management framework and provides clear guidance for a day-to-day risk management. This strategy will gives one of the element which will going to happen to mitigate the operational risk in the organization. Adequate policies, that is procedures, rules and regulations and limits need to be defined by an institution's directors and senior management, the two which will going to reduce the risk. And the risk management policies and procedure to the types of risk that arise from the activities in the institution conducts. So whatever the risk may arise, it may be a market risk or it may be a operational risk or it may be a money risk, whatever the risk it is. So in order to mitigate, there should be a proper strategic plan in the organization. Then only the organization can mitigate or control and manage the operational risk or whatever the risk it is. And thirdly, adequate risk monitoring and management information system. It is very important. Monitoring. See, adequate monitor, the two risk monitoring is very essential in the organization to mitigate the risk. Adequate risk monitoring and management information system need to be developed for the effective risk monitoring and also to identify and measure all material risks exposures. Consequently, risk monitoring activities must be supported by information systems and that provides a senior managers and directors with timely reports that on financial condition, operational performances of the organization, about risk exposure of the institution and all other things. So this is what monitoring is very essential to manage the things in a order wise in the organization. And even the management of information systems also, it is very crucial in the organization. And next element is establishing and maintaining an effective system of control. Effective system of control is very important. That includes that effective system of control, including the enforcement of official lines of authority and the appropriate separation of duties such as trading, custodial and back office is one of the management's more important responsibilities. A properly structured system of internal control promotes an effective operations and reliable financial as well as an regulatory reporting, and it will safeguard the assets of the organization, and it helps to ensure a compliance with the relevant laws and regulations and institutional policies. So because of that, establishing and maintaining an effective system of control is very, very, very important. And next thing, risk management function should be institutionalized. The risk management function, how they are going to manage the risk in the organization, that must be, that mandatorily that should be institutionalized. The to supervise overall risk management at the bank, ideally overall risk management function should be independent from those who take or accept the risk on behalf of the institution. That must be managed and institutionalized. Okay, so these are the things which can be mitigate the operational risk in the banking sector or financial institution. Along with that, there are other related elements to manage operational risk in the banks. Those are board of directors or boards need to be more actively engaged and involved in risk policy setting and governance, and they should spend more focused, higher quality time on risk issues. The managers or managing committee or CEO or board of directors has to more concentrate. They should focus on their time with the risk issues of the organization. Then only they can achieve, they can control, and they can manage the risk. Whatever the risk it is, they can manage anyhow if the board of directors are good enough and they're good focusing on the things what happening related to risk. And nextly, banks need to align pay to risk adjusted performance. They has to align each and everything. They has to pay attention to the risk adjusted performances in the bank. And banks need to improve the transparency. Transparency should be maintained and quality should be improved. Accuracy and timeliness of information should be improved. That must be supported with risk management. In order to support the risk management, in order to increase the risk management, the accuracy and transparency, quality and timeliness of information should be there in the banks. And institute enterprise wide risk management system instead of managing the risks in silos. See, instead of focusing on simple things or simple risk aspects, the management or institute enterprise or financial institution has to focus on a wide risk management systems. They has to think broadly. And next, use both qualitative and quantitative techniques with varied assumptions instead of blindly following the models. instead of following blind models of risk management, they has to follow both qualitative methodologies and quantitative methodologies. That is what techniques, qualitative techniques and quantitative techniques is to be followed to mitigate and to reduce the operational risk in the banking sector. Then only they can manage the risk in a better way. So these are the things in which we can manage, our banking sector can manage with the operational risk. And managing operational risk, there should be three things, not four. Three things is to be considered. One is people. So because see, operational risk, you already know that operational risk is nothing but the risk arising by the people or system or external elements which will leads to a risk to the organization. That operational risk happened because of the people in the sense employees who are working in the organizations. So due to that employee mistakes, or even in a digital age, now we are in the digital era. Even in this digital age, employees can cause substantial damage when they do things wrong, either by accident or it may be unpurposeful. Problems can arise from a combination of factors, including intentional and illegal breaches of policies and rules, and sloppy execution, lack of knowledge and training, and unclear and sometimes contradictory procedures. Unauthorized trading, for example, can cause billions in direct losses and multi-millions more in regulatory, that is legal and restructuring costs. So people mistakes, somehow the people or employees can do mistakes intentionally or without knowing, be due to a lack of knowledge. So these things has to focus more to control and to manage the operational risk in the organization. And second thing is informational technology, IT, information technology systems. See, in the organization, information technology is very important. Systems can be hacked and breached, data can be corrupted or stolen. The risk of banks face extend to the third party. The risk banks which is faced by the banks, it is extended to the third party, that information technology providers, that so many banks now rely on for cloud based storage and other services. They majorly depends on that cloud based storage services, and systems can slow down or crash, leaving customers unable to access ATMs or mobile apps. Due to that system information technology, this can be happen. The cyber landscape evolving so rapidly, banks can have trouble keeping up the things with new threats and new cyber offenses and all those things. Okay, so because of that reason, one financial institution has to more concentrate on information technology also. That is also very important thing, should be focused on. And third is organizational structure. Organizational structure also matters a lot in managing operational risk. Due to these three things only, operational risk will happen, operational risk will occur. See, by setting aggressive sales targets and rewarding employees for how well they meet them, bank management can encourage and in some cases explicitly inappropriate risk taking. Such activity, when exposed, can lead to a management changes, shareholders losses, and regulatory fines and all those things. So that organizational structure should be framed in a structured way, well defined way. That structure must be good, then only operational risk can be managed very well. So this is what the how the banks can manage operational risk. Hope you all understood the topic. I hope you understand. Thank you all. Jai Shri Gurudev.